Hey everybody, it's Diane Gale here from the blog sustainableslowliving.com, and I wanted to take you with me today while I make some protein balls. Protein balls are something that I learned to make quite a few years ago, and for a very long time they were a mainstay of my diet as far as holding me over, you know, when it was too late for the lunch that I missed and too early for the dinner that I was so hungry for. And I also used to use them all the time when we went hiking. When we lived in California, we used to hike the redwoods and the beach all the time. So they were perfect to have around for stuff like that. The recipe that I'm making today is whole food plant-based, so it's very good for you, and it is incredibly easy to make. It only takes a few minutes, and you know that those are the kind of recipes that I really love to bring you. So that's what I'm bringing you today, and I think you're going to want to make these all the time. So let's get started, and we can put a batch together. Together and you'll see just how easy it is. Okay, I hope I have everything in this shot. I pulled out my my food processor from the cabinet. It's a little dusty. I tried to wipe it off a little. I can't even believe that I haven't used this food processor since we moved. I think that was in November. And I use it all the time, as I'm sure you've heard me say in other videos. But I have not. It's been in the cabinet. Here it is for today. Slightly shined up. We're going to start by throwing in 2 cups of raw cashews. You can use any nut that you want to use for this recipe, but the recipe works best with softer nuts. So cashews, walnuts, even pistachios would work better because they lend a little bit of a moisture to the recipe, and it helps the balls stick together later. If you use a different kind of nut, you might have to add moisture in another way, but plant milk is perfect for that because you can add small amounts of plant milk. Even though they're not part of the recipe, you can add small amounts of plant milk to adjust your moisture. But today I have 2.5 cups of raw cashews, and we're just going to throw those in the food processor. And then I have 1 cup of dates and 1 cup of dried apricots, and I have chopped them up a little bit rather than leaving them whole. And the reason that I did that is because I don't have a Vitamix, and I love my Ninja. My Ninja was a $90 purchase, and it is fabulous for almost everything that I want to use it for, but it is not a Vitamix, and a Vitamix runs between $300 and $800 depending on which one you buy. And as you can imagine, there is a big difference between what a $90 machine does and what a $300 to $800 machine does. A Vitamix can take just about anything and turn it into liquid without an issue. Sometimes the Ninja needs a little bit of assistance, and when I put the whole dates or the whole dried fruit in it, it doesn't always bring it to the consistency that I really want it to be. So I do chop them up a little bit in order to help it along. So 1 cup of dates, dried dates, and 1 cup of chopped apricots, dried apricots. And we're going to put those into the food processor as well. And then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I didn't have a fresh lemon in the house today. Usually I use a fresh lemon because I love everything fresh, but I didn't have one. And I do always keep a bottle of lemon juice around just in case, because we don't always have lemons in the house. So I used 2 tablespoons of lemon juice concentrate. Well, I guess it's not a concentrate, of a bottled lemon juice, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And that's all that's going in there, you guys. We're going to put the lid on, and then I am going to blend it up. I'm going to check on this and see how it's doing. One of the things that I should have told you when I was talking about putting ingredients in is you may want to kind of pre-chop your nuts before you add the other ingredients. You want your nuts to be about pea-sized when you start. But the raw cashews that I had were already chopped up reasonably well. I want to see how this is sticking. Not bad. They were already chopped up reasonably well, so I didn't do that. But if you're starting with like almonds or walnuts or something that is a bigger nut, you're going to want to process that in the food processor until that's pea-sized before you add the rest of your ingredients. But let's finish blending this up right now. Okay, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to try and show you what the inside of this food processor looks like. Let me get rid of this. Can you see that? It's kind of clumping up and starting to take on a shape. So I'm going to pull this blade out of here. One of the things about the Ninja is the blade is very difficult to clean and kind of dangerous to work with, not gonna lie. Okay, so we'll get rid of that blade. And then I want to show you this. If you take this in your hand and you squeeze, it forms a nice little ball. Right? And there's your protein ball. Just like that. Perfect, right? And there's so many substitutions, so many different ways that you can make these, really just depending on the mood that you're in when you make them. And all of that is on the blog post over at sustainableslowliving.com. And I'm going to put a link for that blog post down below this video for you. Or maybe you're even watching this video from the blog post. But there they are. Beautiful little protein balls. And I'm going to roll these all out. And then, optionally, you can roll them in some coconut. Just kind of makes them a little pretty. Let me get a dish to put this on. And you can also, there's lots of things you can roll them in, and that's also in the blog post. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea while we're here together today. We'll do some of them in cocoa too. In case you're in the mood for a little chocolate, cacao powder would be even better, but I don't have any. See, they're adorable and so tasty, so tasty. Can you see them? Okay, I am going to roll the rest of these out, and then I am going to come back because we are going to take a bite together. All right, you guys, here we are. I am back. These look fabulous. They came out so great. And I love when you roll, you know, a little coconut and a little cocoa, and just the dish looks amazing. They're really great for gatherings too, especially, you know, if you're getting together with friends who are health-minded. They're gonna love these. So, I don't know. I hope you try some. I am going to try one right now, and I am going to go for one that does not have cocoa or coconut, because I am hoping not to have that all over my face on video. We'll take a bite. Love them. They are fabulous. But then, who doesn't love cashews? I mean, seriously, you can put a cashew with anything, and it's amazing. So great. So, I hope you try some yourself. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button because it does a whole lot for me on YouTube. Share this on your social media if you know someone else who may want to eat these protein balls. And hit the notification bell so you get notified every time that I put out a new video. And please do subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you here with me. I'm gonna go, but I will be back and we will get together again to do something else, make something great real soon.